Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. So we are going to begin our session for today. Wherever you are, sit comfortably. Keep your back neck straight. Sit in any comfortable position where your back neck remains straight. And when you feel ready, very gently close the eyes. Shift your entire attention and focus to your breathing. Becoming aware of the breath as it flows in and as it flows out. Shift your attention inward. Now slowly move your attention to your body. Become aware of your posture. Become aware of your body. Align your posture. Adjust the body so that in your final position you are both comfortable and stable. And now gently come back to the breath once again. Begin to deepen the breathing. Slow, long and deep inhalations. Slow, long and deep exhalations. Calm and relax your mind. As we open today's session, we will be chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep breath in for Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibrations, feel the sensations. Now gently join both the hands together and begin to rub with the palms. Keep the palms on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. So come back with a big smile on your face. And namaste. Let us begin our session for today. So in the previous session, we have been talking about Anapana. Yesterday, I introduced Anapana a little bit. So today, let me just write all of the information I have given you yesterday. So when we talk of Anapana, A, N, A, P, A, N, A. All right. So as I have written down, Anapana, I have divided this into two parts, Ana and Pana, right? You can say Pana, but I would say it's Pan only, right? So because in English we add one extra A to finish the term, but Anapan, actually the technique is called Anapan. So Ana means inhale. Ana is something is coming to you, right? So the breath, when you inhale, the breath is going inside. Pan. Pan means exhale, something is going away from you, right? So in this entire term, the proper technique has been explained, right? So like I said yesterday, Anapan, this is a Pali word. Pali was the language at the time of Buddha. Yeah, Pali was the language at the time of Buddha. So at the time of Buddha, two main languages were existing. One was the official language. Today, like we can say, official language is English. So official language in past time, in Buddha's time, it was Sanskrit. And the common person language, like if I go home, I will talk in Hindi. Maybe wherever you are from, you have your own local language, right? Which most of the people around you, they are speaking. If you talk to them in that, they will understand. You will be able to express yourself better. That language for you, it could be any language. That is a language, I would say, I would call it language of common person, right? So in that same way, language of common person in the time of Buddha was Pali. So you will see Buddha has given all of his teachings in Pali language because he wanted to reach majority of the people, right? Even today, if you know English, right, you know the official language, you still have the understanding of your local language, right? You may be less connected to it, maybe somewhere, but it's not necessary everybody knows English where you are from, right? So rather than giving his teachings in the official language, he chose to give his teachings in the common language of the common man. So Anapan is a practice which is asking you to watch the inhalation and exhalation as it is. Yesterday, I also explained you have to watch the inhalation, exhalation in this triangular region. As the breath goes in, you become aware, okay, I am breathing in, the awareness is there, right? And as the breath moves out, you have awareness, okay, the breath is moving out, right? So now let's understand Anapan, this technique, and let's see what is meant by pure breath first, okay? So pure breath, when I say pure breath, something must come in your mind, right? So I could have just said breath, but I said pure breath, right? So what does this pure breath mean? You know, the question arises. So pure breath means just the breath. I told you before also, in meditation, we only have one object, right? We have one object. So when you close your eyes, suppose yesterday you sat very briefly for meditation, right? I would say concentration, more like it, okay? So you sat, you closed your eyes, and I asked you to observe the breath. So for some of you, I am 100% sure, in fact, that some of you would have started counting, right? So I'm inhaling, so the count is going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, right? And then I'm exhaling, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, right? So like this, the count is going on. Now, this is incorrect when we are talking of Anapana, right? Why? Because as soon as I start counting, my mind, it will go to the counting and I will forget my breath. Now I'm counting till 5 when I'm inhaling, but I'm actually only able to breathe in till 4 or 3, right? Now it doesn't mean that you are not able to breathe in till 5. Sometimes that will also happen. But your major focus will be on the count, right? So you will lose touch with your reality. You will lose touch with the breath. You only have to focus on one object. Now, same thing, you are exhaling, you are still counting. It's easy for the mind to get concentrated when we count. But that's not the goal or target. Just give me a moment. Right? Sorry. So that's not the goal or target. When we are doing Anapan, we just merely don't want the concentration of the mind. That is one of the things that is again going to happen when you practice Anapan. Your concentration is going to get deeper. But the practice is very, very deep. Okay, so if you start counting along with the breath, you will have two objects. One is my count, second is my breath. All right, I will only be able to stay with one for a long period of time. So because counting is easier, my mind will get attached to the counting and I will forget the breath. Now, second thing that happens generally is I start attaching the word inhale and exhale. Now you say that, okay, you have said that don't count. So I will just simply repeat in my mind inhale when I am inhaling and exhale as I am exhaling, right? So this is also again incorrect. Why? Because there is a word. I have the word. And because I have the word, my mind will have the tendency to go with the word. Now it will forget. In my mind, I'm saying inhale, and in reality, I'm exhaling. Now, again, it is possible you're saying in your mind inhale and you are inhaling. But again, you will get cornered to one object only. And because words are easier for the mind to grasp, it will leave the experience of the breath behind and it will attach itself to the word. Right? Again, you will lose your object. Now, third thing that generally happens is imagination. Now, when I'm not able to focus on my breathing, I imagine something which is calm, soothing for me. Or if I have been brought up in a particular tradition, religion, I believe in some God, it becomes easier for me to visualize that God, right? And simultaneously focus on my breathing. So again, this is again incorrect. Maybe no God, but some experience flashes by, right? So that is incorrect. Why? Because I will get attached to the image. Image is easier for me to grasp, and breathing I will forget, right? So if you are doing either of the three currently in your practice, you have to make an effort to not do these things, right? And your main effort has to actually be put in to experience the breath, right? Okay. Now, another thing that very common thing that students generally say is this thing where they are telling me that as soon as they focus on the breathing, they start controlling it. So today I will address some things. Tomorrow also I will address some things. We are going to practice, right? So in your practice, take care of these things. So now a lot of students, they come up and they say, as soon as I throw my focus on my breathing, I somewhere begin to control it, right? Very common. It's okay. You are doing pranayama also, right? But meditation is an advanced part, right? Pranayama comes before meditation, right? So you need to understand both pranayama and meditation are different from each other, right? Okay, they are different from each other. So suppose you started concentrating on the breath and you started changing it also. Again, this is incorrect. You have to observe the breath as it is, the reality of that moment. You have to observe that, not change it. I don't want to change my reality. I want to get in touch with it. When I'm doing Anapana, I get an opportunity to get in touch with it, right? So now what you begin to do, you begin to change the breathing, right? It's okay. You are just practicing for what, half an hour, 20 minutes, right? Every day. And this practice also after 2-3 days, we will change the practice. We will focus on other meditations, right? So you did not get a chance, or I would say you did not get the opportunity to meditate very deeply when it comes to this practice, right? So you have to first thing maintain continuity of your practice, right? But slowly, as you begin to practice, you will start getting glimpses of the natural flow of the breath rather than the moments where you are controlling it, right? When you start getting these glimpses, slowly these glimpses, they are going to turn into seconds, then they're going to turn into minutes, and minutes they will turn into remaining of the time, right? So again, practice is the way out of this. If currently you are regulating the breath, try to make a conscious effort that you don't regulate the breath. But again, it will come with practice only. I would still say practice is the way to get out of this thing, right? One last thing I will address, then we will practice. So a lot of students, again, they come to me and they tell me that as soon as, I start observing my breath, I what happens with me is that I feel that I'm not breathing, right? So I panic. So I open my eyes, I take few deep breaths, then I'm fine. I'm aware that I'm breathing, right? Again, very common error. You don't have to change your breathing. Your breathing is going on, but because the concentration of the mind, you have not sharpened it. You are not aware that it is going on, right? Suppose I'm having very common example that you can take. I'm having blurry vision. Unless and until I don't wear the glasses, I won't be able to see the thing properly, no? Right? So here you are lacking the glasses, and that is what we are working to develop. We are developing, we are making, curating our own lenses according to what number of mind you have. No, mind is having some number. When you wear the glasses, you begin to focus, you begin to concentrate, right? You are able to see the object. Not literally see through the eyes, but you're able to experience the object, I would say. Right? So again, if your breath, if you feel panicked that you are not breathing, right? I would say it's okay. Don't worry about it. Work on your concentration, not deepening of breath. In pranayama, I would have asked you to deepen the breath. I would have said, go ahead, deepen the breath if you are not able to be aware of how it's flowing. But in Anapana, no, you're not going to deepen the breath at all. You are going to work on sharpening your concentration. You're going to, work on this tool. Your mind is a tool. Right now, because of so many thoughts, it's going in different directions. So you're giving it one stream of direction. As soon as I narrow down the light, wherever I'm focusing the light, I will be able to see that thing. So when you choose the object and you choose to focus on that, to develop concentration on the object, you narrow this down so you're able to see more clearly. So it's subtle. The breathing is subtle. Right now, you're not able to see it because you have not done the work. So practice as much as possible. The more you practice Anapan, the better you get at it. Right? And now look at how you are breathing in your day-to-day life, because the general way of breathing, the most effective way of breathing is this only, when the breath is subtle. So how are you breathing your entire day that you are aware of the breath? Means you're very stressed, you're very tensed, right? Because naturally the breath has a very subtle quality to it. If left naturally, if left undisturbed, it is having a very subtle and smooth flow. And how are you breathing now? Just check this thing, right? So it's okay. Till a particular amount of time, you have to work on deepening your concentration, right? But now listen very carefully what I'm about to tell, right? Listen very, very carefully. It's very important. So sometimes I sit in meditation, all right? I sit in meditation, I have to observe my breathing only, but my mind, it's not that focused that day, right? And because it's not that concentrated, I'm unable to perceive my breath, right? But you have to sit and do this practice, right? So what happens after some time, you are completely lost somewhere else, right? Then it is okay to take 1 or 2 deep breaths. All right, only under this exceptional case, you can take 1 or 2 deep breaths. All right. Apart from this, do not change your breathing. All right. So if for a very long period of time, again, all of you have unique personalities. This timeline will vary for each and every one of you, right? But if you feel now you are completely lost somewhere else only, breathing is nowhere around, you are in no way focused on the breath, you are not getting an idea only of the breath, then you take 1 or 2 deep breaths and then again you return back to the natural flow, because you need to form that connection with the breath. Okay, this will be different for each and every one of you. Even though I have said this, before 1 to 2 minutes you should not choose this option. All right. When you sit to chant Om also, we give you some time. We give you time to connect with the natural breath. Then we give you time to connect with your body, stabilize your body. Then we again give you time to deepen the breath. And when you deepen the breath after that, the mind is a little bit relaxed. Then you chant Om. If I just make you close your eyes and directly say chant Om, Om will be very different, right? But you're taking some time. So at least 1 to 2 minutes, you have to try to observe minimum amount of time, I'm telling you. Don't use this deepening of breath as the only savior option. No. All right. You have to wait for at least 1 to 2 minutes. If you are still not able to connect with the breathing, you are still not able to get an idea of the last options that you should do. The backup of the backup of the backup, the last backup that you have. for your situation, it is deepening of the breath. Only 1 or 2 breaths. Apart from that, you come back to natural. Alright. So tomorrow I will address some more things that happen during Anapana and how you can navigate through those. For today, let us begin our practice. Okay. So wherever you are, sit comfortably. Keep the back neck straight. And when you feel ready, very gently close your eyes. You can just follow my voice. Sit in any comfortable position where your back and neck are straight, eyes are gently closed. Your mouth should be closed. You should breathe only through your nose. And if you're wearing any specs, anything that can cause disturbance, just remove them. Specs you will not require as the eyes will remain closed throughout this process. Close your eyes. Just start observing the breath as it flows in and as it flows out. We are just generally becoming aware of the breath right now so that we can shift the attention inward. Now, very slowly and gently bring your attention to your body. Take some time to align your posture. Adjust the body. Take some time to make your posture comfortable. Once you do so, take a strong mental resolution that I will not move my body until the end of my practice. And second resolution that you have to repeat in your mind is I will remain awake throughout my practice. Both the things. Before we begin the practice, set your intention. You will remain awake. You will not move your body. And now we will start the practice. So shift your entire attention and focus to the triangular region, the region above your lips, the right and left nostril. So this triangular region, become aware of it. And very slowly and gently start becoming aware of the natural flow of your breathing as you inhale and as you exhale. As you breathe in, you are aware that the breath is entering your system. As you breathe out, you are aware that the breath is escaping your system. Observing the breath like a gatekeeper. If the breath is long, it is long. If the breath is short, it is short. If the breath is deep, it is deep. Don't make any changes to your breath. Simply observe it as it is. Observe the breath like a gatekeeper. Each and every time your mind wanders, very gently bring it back to the breathing. Coming back to the breath again and again. Remaining very alert, aware, and attentive throughout the practice. Keep coming back to the breath again and again, observing the breath without any changes. Not even one breath should enter or exit your system without your awareness. As the breath begins to move in, you are aware that you are breathing in. As the breath moves out of your system, you are aware that the breath is moving out. The awareness should remain at all times. Not even one breath should enter or exit your system without your knowledge. Keep continuing your practice. Keep coming back to the breath and try to stay with the breath for as long as possible. Try to increase this time period that you are with your breath. And now, very slowly and gently suspend your practice. Very slowly and gently suspend your practice. If you feel the need, you can release your posture. You can lie down in Shavasana. If you want to sit up, you want to continue the meditation, you can go ahead, do that. If you choose to lie down, just keep your hands away from the body, palms will face upwards. Keep the legs slightly apart, feet falling out. Relax your entire body, surrender your body to the pull of the gravity. Now, very slowly start connecting with the breath again. Start connecting with your breath. Start becoming aware of your body, the posture in which your body is currently. Gently move your fingers, gently move your toes. Start coming back. Start coming back. Join both the legs together. Turn towards your left side. Make a cushion with your left hand to support your head and place the right hand on the ground. When you feel ready, very slowly and gently lift your body up. Come in any comfortable sitting position where the back and neck are straight. Eyes are gently closed. We will close today's session by chanting Om one time, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep breath in for Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibrations. Join your palms together. Gently bow down. Now begin to rub both the palms together. Keep the palms on your eyes. Allow the eyes to absorb this heat. We'll do this 2 more times. Rub the palms together properly. Keep them on the eyes. One last time. Rub the palms together. Keep them on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palm. Begin to open up the ears. Om Shanti. Namaste to everyone. I hope you were able to practice in today's session. We are going to continue this practice for upcoming 2 classes. So keep working hard, guys. This is a very beautiful practice. And tomorrow I'm going to address some other things which will be really helpful for you, not just for Anapan, but for the remaining of your classes. So be sure to watch the next video, and if possible, try to join live only so that I can clear up your doubts real time. Okay. So take care, guys, and bye-bye.